Did you know Coke in Canada doesn't taste the same as elsewhere in the world?
I've traveled to other countries and it does taste a lot different here, like a lot sweeter.
Canadian Coke is made with a more concentrated syrup, has been since 1906. That's about to change. Coke in Canada will soon be less sweet.
I've been a Coke drinker a long time, so I kind of like the taste.
Well, the drink might not taste all that different. It's estimated it will have 1 less teaspoon of sugar per can. But still, all that sweet stuff still adds up.
So how much sugar are you actually drinking in? In this can, there are about 10 teaspoons of sugar, about 1/4 of a cup. And in this bottle, about 18 teaspoons, more than 1/3 of a cup of sugar.
The guidelines recommend having no more than 12 teaspoons of sugar in the average day, or 10% of calories from sugar. Going over that is problematic.
Coca-Cola hasn't had much luck with change in the past.
And more people said Coke is it.
In 1985, the company introduced New Coke. It backfired. The original was brought back as Coke Classic. Coca-Cola Canada says their secret recipe isn't changing. They're simply reducing the concentration of the syrup.
I don't think it's unique to Canada necessarily, where products have different formulations. I think it's a good measure, that to reduce the caloric intake for these beverages and the sugar content, I think is a positive development.
But is it really about health?
Ultimately, what Coke is doing here has less to do with consumer health and more with cost savings for the company itself. It's a struggling company, and standardizing a recipe helps reduce costs.
The company is also introducing smaller cans from 341 milliliters to 310 milliliters. The 591 milliliter bottles will be reduced to 500. Coca-Cola says it all means 8% fewer calories.
So I think any step to reduce sugar is a step in the right direction, but I just don't want people to misunderstand that this has now become a healthier product, because that's not the case.
In the coming weeks and months, we'll see whether or not Canadians will be sweet on the less sweet Coke. Jennifer Palisak, Global News.